Thank you. Justin, I'm going to say to you and ask you, what's that one tip to investors, man?
We all have stories
Yeah.
of people that we know
Yeah.
who are not the brightest cats that went to university that bought property. Yeah. Friends lived in it. They were disaster houses, costed thousands of renovations, the drywall, everything else, right? 15 years later, those guys have large portfolios, and everybody asks how, right? A lot of those people, I had seen the numbers, and they were negative cash flow. But equated to farming, and I always use the farming analogy when I'm talking to clients about real estate, whether it's listing or selling. If I'm listing a property, I'm farming for buyers. I'm going to every outlet I can. I'm planting seeds everywhere. We're going to find that buyer and get them paid. Investment's the same thing. When they're seed planting, they got to realize, hey, you got to water the plant. You got to keep an eye on it. But sometimes you forget about some seeds that you have planted because they're so good to you that 10 years down the road, you get these big equity jumps that we're talking about. They take that out and they put it into something else. Now, I'll put a caveat to that because, again, I don't want people to get it twisted because we are real estate agents. We're talking investments. We've seen the success that it begets. It isn't for everybody.
No.
And I will talk to people, and
Straight
you guys
up.
have seen me do it. I will sit down and qualify, and I will tell people, you're not ready. We need to sit down and take a look at what's your why, what's your goal. Because if you think it's going to be quick and easy, it's not. It's hard work. You got to have the right team. You got to spend the time to do things the right way. Because I have also seen people, this is happening in London, left, right, and center. People not understanding the licensing policies in London. They're just jumping on the bandwagon. Maybe they see a YouTube video or something. They come in, they buy something, not understanding it's non-legal. The city's going to shut it down.
Yeah, people forget we live in a communist country. No, I'm just joking.
They're losing hundreds of thousands of dollars. They're losing $50,000 of property because they're buying something that was a triplex, but they don't understand the new regulations, and now it's a duplex. So you've got to be cautious, and that takes us back to what we talked about at the beginning about the team. That's all it comes down. Doesn't have to be me. I'm just saying, right?
Be cautious.
Work with the right people.
Be cautious and build the team.
Yep.
Heddle.
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth, so I'll come back to that.
Well, you got to come up with something new now.
I think there's a couple of things, and you touched on it. Do it. You know, real estate. So if you're looking at second or third property, you know, maybe it's not right for you. Maybe owning a property, maybe investing in real estate through, mortgages or land development might be the right play. But if you don't own a home, I would say, and you're renting a home right now, buy a home. You talked about the growth in Toronto. I'm going to speak to the Golden Horseshoe, which encumbrances us.
No, and I agree.
Yeah.
I 100% agree.
This whole region, and it probably starts with Toronto. I don't know that market, that's why I'm not talking about it. I know my market. We're currently seeing about 9 million people in this region. By the year 2041, we're going to see 13.5 million people. That in itself is one of the engines behind this country. This region of the Golden Horseshoe represents a third of all of Canada's GDP. It truly is the engine behind this country, as you kind of equated to. But I would say if you're renting, go out and buy, because real estate is the only, as it stands today, tax haven that we have. So if you're renting, get out. Whether you're looking at being an investor or looking at buying, I think you should take action and purchase.
Love it. Take action and just do it.
Don't wait.
Yeah.
My boy, Jojo.
Well, I find that sometimes when they're looking at doing investments, that they need to focus on what they would know or want to do as an investment. Because some people are kind of sporadic. They're looking at student housing. They don't understand it. They want to get a duplex, or they may want to get single dwelling, or possible a multi-unit. As long as an investor is looking at something, and when they start to buy their first property, to learn from it, they can always sell it.
Got it.
And move on to something new.
Got it.
But not to jump into something totally diverse from what they're already looking at.
Love
Because if they don't know the market, they don't understand, like you were saying, there's a lot of rules and regulations that just pop up on different types of investment properties. It makes it very difficult for them.
I love that you kind of tied into what Heddle said, because it's do it, and then you're saying learn from your mistakes, and that's okay.
Yeah,
this is
absolutely.
A nice deal. Starting as you look at it as we go around here, you set the base.
Yeah, well,
Find
here's the
qualified.
interesting part, because now it's kind of on Simeon to kind of
Oh,
close
yeah,
it off. I will close it off with, as I always do with the tips, but Simeon, what's up, man? Give us that one tip.
1.5?
No, 0.9, because you added the 0.9 when the vacancy rate stuff came out. So I'm going to give you, one tip.
Only because this is geared towards so many people that are not in our market.
Right.
I'm going to go back to everything everybody at this table said, because they hit every single nail right on the head.
Yep.
If you think you can do this on your own,
Yep.
you're going to be in for a rude awakening.
Yep.
I don't care what market you're in.
Yeah.
You go, you ask the questions, you build a team of pros,
Yeah.
and you succeed. You do not wait to buy real estate. You buy real estate and you wait. So execute with pros immediately.
I love the build a real estate all-star team. I'll close it off with my tip, and it doesn't have to be a podcast like mine or mine specifically, or our YouTube channel. But I think my number one tip is get educated. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, specifically if we're talking real estate, buying your first home, your eighth home, selling, or investing into real estate, get educated. There's a lot of information out there, i.e. podcasts, videos, because if you don't, you'll allow garbage in, and then garbage out generally comes out. And so get educated, ask the right questions, get in touch with the guys at this table, because they'll bring you value. I've known them personally for years and years and years, and I know they'll make sure that they bring you value first, and then ask maybe for the business.